Harambee! Neno hili si hivyo, mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. William Ruto is a very happy man. William Ruto is very happy because the opposition is in total disarray. On Saturday, there's going to be a major political event in Vihiga County. George Natembeya is going to be installed as the lawyer kingpin. I can predict that Eugene Wamalwa will not be party to that event, which simply means that there is serious infighting between Eugene Wamalwa and George Natembeya over who should be the kingpin, which means definitely the two will not speak one language moving forward. Back to Jubilee Party. Later today, Jubilee Party will hold its national delegate conference meeting. Part of the agenda is to make Fred Okengo Matiangi the new party leader to replace Uhuru Kenyatta and potentially become the 2027 presidential candidate, the Jubilee candidate. That move is not sitting well with Rigathi Gachagua and his allies. I am told they are very angry and they are very bitter with Matiangi over his move to take over Jubilee Party. Rigathi and his team wanted to control Mount Kenya, and they wanted Matiangi to come to the negotiating table with a party from the Gusii region. Which means moving forward, Rigathi Gachagua and his team are going to view Fred Okengo Matiangi as an enemy. Otherwise, they would have been part of that delegates conference meeting tomorrow. Now to Kalonzo Musyoka, which is going to form the basis of this analysis. Kalonzo Musyoka was on Citizen TV for some interview on Wednesday. I watched the entire clip yesterday, and I'm actually surprised. Kalonzo Musyoka leaked details about his plans. And those plans, in my view, does not include a situation where Kalonzo Musyoka is not the united opposition presidential candidate. Ladies and gentlemen, before I break them down into pieces for you guys, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Kalonzo Musyoka was interviewed by Sam Gituku on Citizen TV on Wednesday. And there are certain things Kalonzo Musyoka said. I want you guys to watch Kalonzo Musyoka here.
Rigathi Gachagua has already said he is a front-runner candidate. Dr. Fred Matiangi says he's going for the presidency. We haven't heard from you.
Oh, I think I made it very clear, very, very clear. The country is expecting that we will make William Ruto absolutely one term if my colleagues give him the big honor to lead the team.
Listen again keenly to what Kalonzo Musyoka is saying.
The country is expecting that we will make William Ruto absolutely one term if my colleagues give him the big honor to lead the team. So it is obvious.
So what do you think will happen if Kalonzo Musyoka is not made the presidential candidate?
It's obvious. We have made it clear, by the way. Wiper Patriotic Front has rebranded. It used to be Wiper Democratic Movement. And in order to take into account the fighting spirit of our young Kenyans, we wanted now to change the name to Patriotic Front.
Yeah.
And we will be having our delegates congress on the 10th of next month.
Yep.
I hope then, if I do not get any opposition, I hope that my candidature will be established by my own party before I talk to other colleagues.
But you as a person, are you going for the presidency or not?
Of course I am. I mean, honestly, this matter, Sam, what do you think?
No, it's not what
What do you
I
think?
think. I mean,
It's obvious.
Your colleagues.
It is now, in my view, by the way, in my view,
Yeah.
it is now or never. It's as simple as that. If I don't go for it now, I'll never go for it.
In short, Kalonzo Musyoka has announced to united opposition that Wiper Party is ready and that he's going to run for the presidency under Wiper. And therefore, they must pick him, because if they don't pick him, he will still be on the ballot as a Wiper presidential candidate. Again, listening to Kalonzo Musyoka saying something here.
Now, would you be a running mate in 2027?
No, I don't think so. Because, I'll tell you why. Some of my supporters, majority of them.
In short, Kalonzo Musyoka is making it very clear that this is his last chance. And he's not going to let it pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the only way to remove William Ruto out of office by this team is if they are united. Just that basic thing. If the opposition can agree to unite, they will send William Ruto home. But they won't unite, because I've been explaining to you guys on this platform that one of the strategies Ruto is using is to infiltrate this camp. And I can assure you, each of those camps have been infiltrated. And therefore, that unity will not be achieved. But even if it will not be achieved, what are some of the factors which they'll consider when picking that presidential candidate? Because that's where the beef is. Allow me to reveal to you guys some of the strategies which these guys are planning to use to pick a presidential candidate. The first factor they'll consider is the winning formation. And this is where the problem is. This is the elephant in the room. The truth is, there's Rigathi Gachagua, there's Kalonzo Musyoka, there's Matiangi. I want to focus on those three because they are the most serious ones. Rigathi believes he has the numbers. The mountain has the numbers. You can't deny that. Kalonzo Musyoka believes that he is senior most, politically speaking, and with the most experience. And therefore, he must be the presidential candidate. Then Matiangi also believes that he has the national appeal, which you can't deny, because Kenyans were demanding for Matiangi, the Gen Zs, which means he has a national appeal. He was the Minister for Education. He was the Minister for Interior. During those periods, Matiangi was known as someone who can deliver. In 2027, Kenyans are looking for someone to deliver. So Matiangi believes he has the national appeal. But look at it from this perspective. How can Matiangi convince Rigathi that he has numbers nationally? Matiangi will be referred. Rigathi will refer Matiangi to IBC figures from Kisii and Nyamira counties. Yeah? So, because of that winning formation, this team will likely not agree. They'll definitely not going to agree. So, that's the first strategy. That's the first thing they'll do. Number two is the ability to raise campaign money. And this is something I keep on repeating, and I will not get tired repeating. that 2027 presidential elections in the Republic of Kenya is going to be the most expensive presidential election in the history of our country. Very expensive. William Ruto is prepared for it. Who else is prepared for it from the opposition? Kalonzo is struggling. Rigathi has goodwill. He can easily raise money. Matiangi has Uhuru Kenyatta, which means Uhuru Kenyatta can pump his money there. I also hope that Matiangi is not poor. This is a man who was the cabinet secretary for interior for 5 good years. No any other person has achieved that. He was a minister for education. For 10 years, Matiangi was in the cabinet. So, Matiangi might have money. Kalonzo Musyoka might not have enough money. Maybe goodwill. But the question is, who can raise the money? How much can you put on the table? So Matiangi will be asked, Kalonzo will be asked, Rigathi will be asked. So that's another very important factor which is going to determine how the united opposition will arrive at their candidate. Number 4 is the international connections. You see, it is being alleged that Matiangi is a project of the US. Yeah? Again, you look at it critically. Kalonzo also has some connections internationally. He once served as the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Rigathi was in the US sometimes back. I don't know whether he created the international networks, but what I know is that he met with the people from the mountain while in the US. So there, Matiangi and Kalonzo might be up, but Rigathi is down there. And then the acceptability. Now you have 3 individuals wants to become the president. Who is more acceptable? Forget about your interest. You might be interested in Kalonzo, but it's, you know deep down that is not acceptable. You might be for Matiangi or even Rigathi. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think. That's my take. I'm coming back with some video. A lot of political developments are taking shape in the Luhya nation. Godfrey Otsossi is emerging as Raila Odinga's right-hand man. Will he help Raila Odinga deliver? If, for example, say, Oparanya were to bolt out. I don't know what you think. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.